Well, hey there, it's Betsy, and welcome to Minute of Wisdom, where I empower you to get out of your head, get out of your own way, so that you can step into the purpose that God has for you and live your dreams. And today I am super excited about what I'm going to talk to you, because today I'm going to be shining a big fat flashlight into all of the circumstances that are going on in your life right now, all those things that you believe are the reasons that you can't step into the vision that God has for you. So, it is a very nice, cool 93 degrees here in Tampa right now. I would love to know where you are coming in from, what the weather is like where you are, because, I don't know. I think I could love to live my life vicariously through you right now, because I'm ready for some cooler stuff. So anyway, if you are on the replay, please type replay. So much love for my replay viewers. And also, if you're new to my page, please type new so I can reach out to you and thank you personally for stopping by. So, as I said, I'm going to be shining a light into your life right now. All those things that you believe are the reasons that you can't step into the vision that God has for you, that dream that's in your heart. And I'm going to show you why those circumstances that you are having right now can actually be a stepping stone to propel you forward. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I can't see you right now because it's really small, but I appreciate you being here. Anyway, I'm going to show you why your circumstances can actually be a stepping stone to propel you forward instead of a stumbling block that's holding you back. So, I'm sure you've heard me say like a million times that what you focus on longest becomes strongest in your life, and that is an absolute fact. You see, on one side over here of your life, you've got this big dream. You've got something that God's placed in your heart, something that you really want to do, something that you know you're here to do, something that's just calling you and telling you that you need to be doing it. The reason that you got into this industry, maybe you want to quit your job, maybe you want to spend more time with your family, buy a new home, be able to vacation more, buy a new car, give boatloads of money away to your favorite charity. That's one of my favorites. Whatever that dream is. And over here on the other side, you've got your circumstance, okay? You've, not enough money to get started, not enough time, not enough skills. Maybe you've got some sort of a sickness. Maybe you have a parent or a family member that you're having to take care of. And of course, this list over here could go on and on and on as well. First of all, I'm absolutely not taking your circumstances lightly, so please understand that. But on the other hand, we all have them, okay? And yes, some of us way worse than others, but we all have them. And interestingly enough, it wasn't until I was in like the biggest pit of my life that somebody said to me, I guarantee there's somebody out there who is in a way worse situation than you are right now, that is running circles around what you want to do in your life. And I had a pretty big dream back then, and initially that response, it just kind of really pissed me off. But eventually it got me to look at things from a totally different perspective. So I'm going to show you an example from my friend Joseph in the Bible, who, by the way, is probably one of my all-time, if not my totally all-time favorite Bible characters. And if you haven't read his story, it's Genesis 37 through 50. And if you're an entrepreneur, especially a network marketer, this is an absolutely incredible story for you to not just read, but to read over and over and over again, because it will give you great hope as you travel along your entrepreneurial journey. So Joseph has this great dream, okay? God gives him this big, huge dream, and he makes the mistake of telling his brothers about it. And it just like pretty much royally pisses him off. So as a side note, be careful who you're sharing your dreams with, because not everybody is going to be as excited about them as you are. I can assure you of that. And you're going to have lots of people telling you why you can't do what it is that you want to do. So anyway, they're all out one day, and Joseph and his brothers get this thought that they want to kill Joseph. But instead of killing him, they sold him into slavery in Egypt to this guy named Potiphar. So if Joseph were to immediately assess his situation and his circumstances, he would probably say that he was in a really crappy situation. I mean, wouldn't you guys agree? The guy's been thrown in jail. He did nothing wrong, but now he's in jail. or in slavery. So here's the deal. And you really need to read this story if you haven't, because God is just so way cool, okay? And pay attention to this part. If Joseph hadn't been sold to Potiphar, he would never have been in Potiphar's house to have a confrontation with Potiphar's wife, who then chose to lie about him and have him thrown into prison. If he wasn't in prison, he never would have had the opportunity to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh's officers. And had he not interpreted their dreams, he would never have been summoned to interpret Pharaoh's dream 2 years later. And if he hadn't interpreted Pharaoh's dream, he would never have been promoted to become the prime minister over the entire Egyptian empire, second only to Pharaoh. Original dream from God fulfilled. Boom. Okay? And you think you got troubles. But seriously, guys, as you're reading the story of Joseph's life, it just looks like he's this poor guy that can't catch a break. You know, he gets thrown in jail, sold to slavery, thrown in jail. All these things, one thing after the other, they keep happening to him until the very end. So this is what I want you to see. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop looking at your circumstances as problems and start looking at them as stepping stones. And asking yourself the question, what am I supposed to be learning in this situation right now? Not, please make it go away, please make it go away, please make it go away. You see, even though his circumstances were really, really raunchy, Joseph never got bitter, he never complained, and he maintained a good attitude every single day. Can you say that about your circumstances? I know I've been in ones that I haven't. That's why Joseph continued to get promoted. And if you ask that question, what am I supposed to be learning in this situation right now? I guarantee you God will give you an answer. He doesn't want you to stay stuck any more than you want to stay stuck. He doesn't want you to be in that mess. He doesn't want you to take 40 years to make an 11-day trip. No matter where you are or what your circumstances are right now, what you need to remember is God is right there in the middle of what's going on, whether you see him or not. And he's working behind the scenes to make a way where there seems to be no way. But if you continue to focus on the circumstances and all the things that you can't do, or if you're whining and complaining about your circumstances consistently, you're never going to see that dream come to fruition in your life. In fact, you're just going to keep attracting more stuff to complain about. Okay? You see, Joseph went from the pit to the palace overnight. Okay? One day he's in jail. The next day he is second in command over all of Egypt. And guys, he wasn't even an Egyptian. Okay? Sure, there were years of things that happened before his promotion. I get that, okay? But what you need to realize is you could be at that place right now, okay? Right now, where you might not see a way, but God has a way. And today might just be that day. But if you're focused on the problem, you're never going to see the promise. So you need to ask that question, what am I supposed to learn here? God has a purpose for you, and he needs you to get out of that mess, or your fear, or your insecurity, or your doubts, or your unbelief, or whatever it is that's keeping you stuck. You literally can go from the pit to the palace overnight, but only and only if you stop focusing on the problem and start focusing on God. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you, and if it was, I really appreciate it if you would share it with somebody that you think might benefit. Remember, I'm here for you. If you need prayer or anything, please hit me up and let me know. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hope everybody has an awesome rest of your day. Take care. God bless.